Good morning, preps, and welcome to reading. We have got a brand new word family to learn about, so I'm a little bit excited because we've been learning about the at-word families for a really long time, but now we get to do something different. We get to learn about a word family which has the letter I in it, and of course I makes a I sound. So that's the first sound you need for this word family. Now we know this sound pretty well. That's the letter P and it makes a P sound. So let's put them together, because remember, the best thing about a word family is that once you work out that part, you don't need to work it out again. It's done. So we've got ip, 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 ip. It's the ip word family. All right, let's build words. So I'm going to start with this one. D-ip, d-ip, dip. There we go. You might like to go for a dip in a nice hot pool at the minute, because if it was cold it would just be a little bit too fresh.
Yesterday it would have been quite nice though. Oh,
Yes.
No, not yesterday. On Sunday, I mean.
On Sunday, though, I saw a lot of people taking a dip. Now this is a different word. It's going to rhyme. It should rhyme. It's the same word family, but we've got a Z making a Z sound. Zip, zip. Ooh, dip, zip. Do they rhyme? They sure do. Yes. So let's try another one now. Pop them up there. I'm going to move this down so we can see it clearly. Ip. Now remember, with H it's really tricky. You've got to breathe through that word. Hip. Can you hear it? Hip. There we go. There's the word hip. You'll have some hip bones on here that you could be able to feel. All right, this is another body part. Now, some people get confused because that can look like an uppercase I, but this is a lowercase letter. So have a think. That's a lowercase I. This is something different. Have you worked it out? It's an L, so it's making a L sound. Lip, lip, lip. Oh, there's another body part. There's your lip. Pop that up there. Let's try this one, the letter R, making the sound. Ip, rip, rip. Rip up that paper. Don't rip up the paper. Do not rip up your work. That would be terrible.
You have to start again if you do that.
That's right. But after you do your work, you might have a sip of something nice. Maybe a nice cold water. A sip. Alrighty, let's have a look at this one. Try and work this one out. I'll wait. You have a turn. I know you know that sound. I'll give you a clue. Did you get it? Tip. Well done. Tip. Tip. And another one for you to try at home with the letter N making the N sound. Did you get it? Nip. Well done. Like a little dog giving you a nip on the ankles. Hopefully your dogs don't do that. Alrighty. So because we have a brand new word family, we're back to this style here, where you need to look at the starting sounds just there. Now they are the same starting sounds that we did up here. You probably will notice that the Z, when we learn to write the lowercase z, it looks a little bit different from that one there. So you might see one that looks like this in your books, but when we're handwriting the Z, we do it like that. It looks like a really kind of long 3. So there's that, but I know you'll be quite comfortable. We've got L, R, S, T, D, and Z. We've got those sounds down the bottom. We've got our brand new word family. Now, what is that word family? Do you remember? Ip. Yes, good job. So when you're doing this, you need to choose a light colour, and we've been over many times what a light colour is, so I know that you know that. Yellow is great for being a light colour. I colour in the box down the bottom. Make sure it's nice and light so I can still see the letter. I write that letter, so that's the letter H. I'm going to write it up here in my box. That's my starting sound. Then I practice. Ip, hip, and then when I've got it, I'm going to write that whole word in this box, copying each letter, remembering to do all of them. It can be tempting to just stop after 2 letters, but you must keep going and write the whole word and then practicing to read that again. Hip, Now once that's done, I grab my light coloured pencil again and I have a go at the next one. Try not to colour these all in first, as we've talked about in class, because this helps you keep track of where you're up to. Ooh, it's the letter L making a ooh sound. Ooh, ip. Ooh, ip. Do you see how I'm saying it as I write? I'm doing two things at once. I'm getting it into my head. Ooh, ip, lip. And I write it in there. Your job to keep going with that today. Good luck, preps, and I'll see you tomorrow.